Welcome into the daily win total video on the channel. Still in the ACC here. We're going to hit all the conferences. We got about 2 weeks left. We'll hit them all. We started at the lowest win total. We're almost to the top here with the new team in the ACC. We're with the SMU Mustangs. They have a win total of 8.5. And there's a lot of people that really like this team. They think they could do damage in week 1 in the ACC. Some people think they have the best receiving core in the whole ACC. Did really good job in the transfer portal. Got good big bodies in the defensive line. Let's see what the schedule looks like in year 1 of a Power 4 team here. See if we can get to 9 wins. They open up week 1 at Nevada. I am taking a win there, obviously. That's going to be 1. Home for Houston Christian in week 2 is going to be a win as well. That's going to be 2. Home for BYU week 3, I also got as a win here. And then week 4, they're home for TCU. That's 2 back-to-back Power 4 schools. And to me, I think that's where it's going to wear and tear, that they're not versing just randoms, like teams that aren't on the level of Power 5 consistently. Now they're versing consistent Power 5 teams. I think they lose one of those games, actually. I think they either lose to BYU or they lose to TCU. I got 3-1. Then week 5, they're home for Florida State. Winnable game, yes, maybe. If you think Florida State's not as good as last year, if you think they're not as good as people think. But I have a loss here, so I got 3-2. Then they're at Louisville week 6. This is just a tough stretch for them here. I have another loss. I think they're 3-3 going to the bye week. And honestly, if they have such high expectations, I would think that's not terrible for your first year in the ACC to start out. But I think a lot of people are going to be very upset by that start. Week 8 after the bye week, they're at Stanford. It's not as far of a travel for them as they're in Texas. I'm going to take that as a win. Week 9, they're at Duke. I also think they get that one. I don't think Duke's all that good this year. I think they're 5-3, and here they come. Week 10, they're home for Pittsburgh. I think they also get that one done. Yes, it's a winnable game for Pitt, but I just think SMU's better. There's too many question marks for Pittsburgh here. I think they get that one done. I think they're 6-3 here. They have another bye week, week 11, and week 12. I think they go 2 for 3 in these last 3 weeks here. They're home for Boston College, at Virginia, home for Cal. I think they go 2 for 3 in that. That'll ultimately give them an 8-4 record. I really want to go over for this team. Obviously, that means I'm taking the under. I think 8 is the most likely outcome. Yes, I would lean 9 is more likely than 7, but I still think 8 is the most likely outcome. The over-under is 8.5, so that is an under. And I want to go over on this team so badly, but I just can't see everything clicking for them when they're versing better competition day in and day out. Yeah, they looked really good in the American last year, but I mean, look at the teams they played. They played no one. I mean, they blew out Temple, and Temple was crap. Ironic I'm wearing the Temple shirt here, but I just can't see it all clicking. And I don't know if they're going to be able to deal with the death, because I think they're going to have more injuries. I don't know if they're going to be able to deal with the travel. I think they have more travel here, being Texas after going to Atlantic Coast or the West Coast now. I just think it's a lot to ask. And you're bringing in a lot of guys. A lot's got to go right to get 9 wins in a power conference. That's not an easy thing to do. I don't care what brand you are. It's consistently going 9-3, especially in your first season in a conference, is very, very difficult. I unfortunately have to take the under. I think a lot of people are going to be upset. I think a lot of people are excited for this SMU team. I think a lot of people are thinking this SMU team's really good. I mean, they got into the ACC with taking zero money. This team took $0 from TV rights to get into the ACC. They just wanted a chance. If they can come in and light up this conference first year, who knows? The future is bright then for them. But I have to go under. I think the consistency of good teams, of better teams, will wear on them eventually. I'm taking SMU under 8.5, not betting it. That is my picks. I got more ACC picks on the channel. Go hit those if you want. Hit subscribe too while you're at it. I also have a playlist for all my college football picks. If you're watching this later, they'll all be in there. I'm Josh Wissey. Thank you.